Hello and welcome back to another edition of BRSN This Week. I'm your host, Charlie Moser, and I'm excited to be bringing you all the big updates for all things Big Red Sports. First things first, we're going to throw it over to Mohammed Al-Bahar and Danny Lang with Cornell Soccer.
Cornell men's soccer team clinched a 1-0 victory over Brown in their most recent game, showcasing a strong defense. Up next for Cornell is Harvard this Saturday at Berman Field, hoping to make it to the Ivy League Championship Tournament. A win against Harvard would seal Cornell Big Red spot in the Ivy League Tournament Championship. Up next, we have Danny Lang with Cornell Women's Soccer.
Cornell Women's Soccer highlighted the last two weekends with a 2-1 win against Yale and a 1-0 draw against Brown. The two goals in the Yale contest were scored by Alana Colbert and Sydney Allen in the 30th and 35th minute respectively. Catch the regular season finale and senior night this upcoming Saturday at 1 p.m. at Berman Field against Penn, or streaming on ESPN+.
Thank you, gentlemen. Behind me is Dotson Field, where the Cornell women's field hockey team is just taking practice, so you might be able to hear them. Last Friday, they delivered a 3-2 victory over the Brown Bears and keep their season hopes alive for an Ivy berth. This weekend, they head to Cambridge, Massachusetts to take on number 11 Harvard. Now let's send things over to Lydia LaCall and Alex Weiss with updates on Cornell men's and women's ice hockey.
Thanks, Charlie. A pair of goals from Ryan Walsh and Jonathan Castagna each led Cornell to a 6-2 victory in a scrappy exhibition game against the University of Toronto this past Saturday. They'll take on the University of North Dakota, ranked 6th, on Friday and Saturday at 7 for their first two regular season matchups. Now to Lydia LaCall for women's ice hockey.
This last weekend, the Cornell women's hockey team traveled west to Columbus, Ohio to participate in the Icebreaker Tournament. They walked away with a win and a loss against Penn State and Ohio State respectively. Come out to support the Big Red this Friday and Saturday at 3 p.m. as they resume ECNC play against Union College and RPI right here at Lyman.
Thank you, folks. Now we're going to throw things over to Sholkoff Field, where Deep D. Kusick is standing by to give us some updates on Big Red football.
This week, Cornell football suffered a close loss against Brown with a final score of 23-21. The Big Reds still fought hard, though, with Jameson Wong putting up 265 passing yards and 3 touchdowns. Looking ahead, they traveled to New Jersey to take on Princeton this Saturday at 1 p.m.
Thanks, Deep D. Cornell Volleyball took their third win in the last 4 contests over the weekend, beating Columbia decisively in 3 straight sets. They'll look to continue their winning ways this upcoming Friday when they take on Harvard at 7 p.m. We hope to see you there. And that's a wrap for BRSN This Week. I'm your host, Charlie Moser, saying so long, and we hope you'll tune into our TikTok and Instagram accounts for some exciting updates this weekend. Check it out.